Hi everyone, and welcome to the Mayfair Lady Show, episode 4. As you know, today is a special episode because it's a reality check release day, and I'm so happy that the song is finally out in all streaming platforms. So if you haven't yet, go and stream it after the Mayfair Lady Show. What many of you don't know is that reality check has actually been in the making for a long time, 5 years to be exact. I started recording the song when I was fresh out of university, my undergrad degree, and I recorded it 3 times, both by myself and with other different producers, but I couldn't put it out there because I wasn't satisfied with the product. Not until I met this guy, my wonderful friend Alejandro, who really helped me make this song come to life and really sound the way I envisioned it to sound when I first wrote the song. I'm so happy that it's out. The song means a lot to me because it really speaks for a difficult part of my life when I was struggling with an eating disorder and I drank too much and I went out too much, and I was definitely filling the void that I had by doing the wrong things with the wrong people. So although I'm a much happier person now, which is fantastic, and I don't recognize myself in that person anymore, I do think that this song might help somebody out there who's probably experiencing either a similar situation or a difficult situation, perhaps someone who needs a reality check, right? Personally, writing the song set me on a journey into recovery, and I really wanted people to feel that in the production of the song. I think it's great that I'm able to have recorded this, what I think is a really great song and a masterpiece with Alejandro, and that together we were really able to portray that sort of journey into the recovery in the production of the song. The song starts in a very dark place. In the middle section, you are drawn in even more in a darker and heavier place. But towards the bridge and the ending, it's actually quite soothing and there's a more positive ending to it. That's what I want people to feel. That is a journey into recovery. It's of course difficult at the start, but it gets better and it can only get better. Well,
Grace, thank you for inviting me to your Mayfair Lady Show. To be honest, the first time I heard this song, I thought, well, I've told you many times, I think you're a brilliant songwriter.
Thank you.
And I love the way you tell stories. I've heard about this approach before. I've seen people doing the whole create a character and kind of create like a fantasy world, right? In this case, you were going through something, like you created a place where you could express what you were going through. The way I see it, you made a song out of a movie that you kind of created in your head. You know, that's the way I see it. And the production of this song, initially I thought it has to be a more cinematic.
Alan, you definitely read my mind there, because when I wrote this song, I was fully convinced that I was living in a sad movie. I was playing that part. I was the sad Mayfair lady, basically.
Yeah, and I think this was very early in the stages of us working together, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was in the summertime, and although you and I met over 1 year ago, due to the pandemic, of course, there was like 5-6 months that we couldn't really work. We did a little bit. We worked on If I Got Rich remotely, but we still weren't coming to the sessions regularly. So Ale, I want to ask you, before we get into the song, the production of it, what is your favorite lyric of the song?
My favorite lyric of the song is the second verse. Sometimes I smoke up all of my spices, cumin, cinnamon, and thyme. That is such a dark statement, but it's actually ridiculous. I asked Grace if she actually did that, right? And she was like, no, that can't be done.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't try it, no. It's more exaggerating almost, you know, like you feel so broken. That's kind of what you're trying to portray there. I think it's genius. Oh,
thank you so much. Yeah. Now that the song is fully produced and recorded, what is your favorite part of the song?
Remember that time that we worked on something and then you tell the story?
Alejandro was very excited about the song when I first brought it to the studio, because I remember that the very first session in the summertime of 2020, I went to the studio and I probably left at 9 p.m. In that session, we laid down the piano and the guide vocals, but nothing else really. That was it for the day. And then at about 6 o'clock in the morning the next day, I get a WeTransfer and a video from Alejandro, who had been playing the whole night with the drums and also with the Mu Voyager.
Yeah.
And when I saw this video and a really good arrangement already building up on the track, I knew, oh my goodness, Alejandro's been up all night jamming on the track. He must really, really like Reality Check.
Yeah. That was actually a really fun night. I envisioned like so many things, you know, because my goal was to tell a story through the production medium. So that bit specifically, because the question was, what's my favorite part of the song production wise? So that second verse, because it's like so dark, so messed up. So I was trying to mess up sounds, you know.
So you love the lyrics of the second verse, and
exactly.
you also like
so,
the production.
For example, if I play this second verse, that's like so dark, right? So what we used there was this Voyager as a bass, but if you hear it, it's a little bit out of tune. So that gives you that kind of sensation of it something being messed up, right? And then you have the CS80 also like doing like another section of the bass, right? It's just messed up, right? And yeah, that, to be honest, that section, and if I'm not mistaken, on the second verse, we also added those drums. This is basically my favorite part because it brings that cinematic, really dark tone to the song. It's like the second act of a movie type of thing.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, you know, after the bridge you have, you know, that bit where it's like, okay, something's going on and you're kind of trying to fix the situation, right? That's kind of the mood. That's kind of the feel that it has. And then towards the third chorus, you have this bit of the strings that goes... Where is it? Is it this one here? That's so soothing. You know, that part is like so soothing, so sweet, and it's kind of already taking you to a different dimension. It's like it gives you some sort of resolution to the thing. It's so
gorgeous.
beautiful, so beautiful, yeah.
And I remember it was maybe mid-July that we came to a very good place in the song. We had pretty much recorded all of the essentials, and we still had MIDI strings that were very good strings because they were from Contact, which has amazing quality instruments.
Yeah.
But still, both Alejandro and I were listening and thinking it's still missing something. The MIDI strings, although they sounded beautiful, they just didn't have that emotion.
Yeah.
The emotion that you can only get from playing an instrument live, as we are trying to make it so cinematic, epic, give it that grand feel. That's when you need the live instruments and the live musicians to record it. was a real pleasure to have those very two talented friends of yours come and play the cello and the viola. Can you please show us the drums that we recorded with Jono?
Oh, it's on the bridge you have this bit. And then we change. It's really back in the mix, right? Very far away, because it's kind of just creating an atmosphere. It's all about layering. So this was a layer of drums.
Yes, absolutely. I remember we did so many takes, and I'm definitely not a drummer. Never
no,
have
but you did
been,
a good job.
But it was amazing to actually be a drummer in my own song. Even though I'm not a drummer, I could say, oh yeah, I recorded the drums for this. And also our good friend Jono, who also played in the drums for us. So that was amazing.
And then the main drums, it was just me kind of doing my thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in the bridge, we also had the amazing participation of Jose Ortiz.
Oh, yeah. Amazing guitar player, and I was very happy that he came in and played the electric guitar in the bridge section, because I don't know, guys, you tell me what you think, but to me the bridge, it's really taking you from a very moody second verse and chorus to a very positive, almost Coldplay kind of thing. I love it. The bridge is my favorite part of the song, and I really think that electric guitar coming in the second half of the bridge is... Oh, just play it out, please. I think the bridge is where the resolution almost happens of the whole song.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. So that's
like, oh my gosh, I just want to go and play in Glastonbury.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah.
Like and subscribe and make sure that I get to Glastonbury.
Yeah.
You can help me.
You'll be there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, thank you, my friend. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We're gonna win the Grammys.
Yes, totally.
Well, a Grammy.
Well, you know what?
Maybe more than one.
Like, I think just even being nominated would be awesome, but you know, let's keep working towards that.
Yeah, let's keep working towards it.
Yeah. Right.
So, Ale, I have another question for you.
Tell me.
Before we wrap it up, I would like to ask you, between If I Got Rich and Reality Check, which song was the most fun for us to record and produce?
Oh, right. Well, it's a tough one. I have lots of fun producing every song that I produce with you, because we are trying this organic approach, and I love that.
I love the way we work, really. We jam. Also, we're not in a rush, which is
Yeah.
good because we take our time with the
Yeah.
songs.
We try different
But-
different roads, you know, different
Yeah.
ways. But definitely, I managed to try a lot more things on this song. I even like tried something like really crazy that people usually do, like creating a drum tunnel, putting the microphones outside the booth. All my creative juices kind of starting flowing. It was so good. I had lots of fun doing this one.
I could definitely see how excited you were about producing this song on that night when I left the studio session at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
and then I received your
I
videos
know,
and your
that's-
track.
That's crazy.
And I knew that you had been jamming all night on the song. It was incredible. We didn't know each other too well at the time, but that's when I first thought, oh my gosh, Alejandro
guy's
is
crazy.
like a really, you know, like he's really enthusiastic about my music. I've definitely found someone that I can really collaborate with. You really need to have that kind of synergy, I guess, with,
Yes.
between artist and producer.
Yeah.
And to be honest, by working with you, I have to say, I feel like I'm learning so much.
Me too. I'm
And
learning
of
from
course-
you.
Oh, thank you.
I truly am. So I think it's, as you say, there's a synergy. It's like a symbiotic like relationship. I think my songwriting has like just gone better, you know, by being around
Aw.
you, seeing your process. It's really good.
Thank you, man. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're learning from each other.
Yeah.
So we could keep this going. Okay, well, everybody, that's the end of the Mayfair Lady Show reality check release special. I hope that you enjoyed this episode featuring Alejandro Palada, the master
Of disaster.
No, the
Thank you for-
master, the master of the best productions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making reality check come to life.
Aw.
And I'm so glad that we are working together. It's just amazing.
Thank you for inviting me, though.
Thank you. You're welcome. We are having a celebration party. To celebrate the release of Reality Check, I'd like for you all to join me on a Zoom. The link to the Zoom is in the description of this video. So please join us there. We can have a glass of champagne, prosecco, gin, whatever is your cup of tea. Not really cup of tea. Whatever is your alcoholic preference. It doesn't have to be alcoholic.
Your
if you
drinking
don't want.
preference.
Whatever is your drinking
Yeah.
preference. Please join me. Let's celebrate the release of Reality Check. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe and help Alejandro and I get to Glastonbury
Yeah.
and win a Grammy.
Yeah.
We get nominated for a Grammy. Thank you so much, my friends. I'll see you soon for another episode of the Mayfair Lady Show. Stay tuned because we're cooking up some tunes.
Yeah.
Here.
Lots.
All right, my friends, join me on the Zoom. The link is in the description. I'm waiting for you.
Bye.